What is up, everyone? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Backtrack Battles. We are going to play more games on the ladder, and it's actually a brand new start. I believe it's a new season of Battle Spot because I believe all the rankings have reset. And yeah, so we're going with the Slowking team with Marowak, Tapu Koko, Gastrodon, Tapu Bulu, and Arcanine. I've already reset my rating for this season because I already tried playing a few practice battles because I haven't actually been playing VGC for the past few days, and it went terribly wrong. So let's actually try to win some games. Let's try to win some games now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as we find our first opponent, Lori from Italy with a 1462 rating. Expect some lower ratings. Is today Tuesday or is it today Wednesday? Today's Wednesday, so I think the ladder reset actually 2 days ago. Oh. Okay, this is an interesting team. It's a QR code team. Tapu Bulu, Smeargle, Arcanine, Circuitry, Pheromosa, and Nihilego. Very, very interesting team. I hope that's not a random Bug Buzz Pheromosa, because that's the only thing that could actually probably give me a bit of trouble. Smeargle is actually really annoying for my team to handle. Smeargle is extremely annoying to handle. Yeah, Tapu Koko does extremely well against my opponent's team. How do I want to play this? I mean, I can just win with Surf. Like, I can literally win with Surf. Marowak's not really needed. There's no electric type. I think the 4 Pokemon I want to go: Slowking, Tapu Koko, Arcanine, and Gastrodon are the 4 Pokemon. Like, Tapu Bulu doesn't really do much against my opponent's team. It can pick up a KO on maybe Smeargle, Nihilego, and Circuitry. Yeah, it doesn't really do much against the other 3. And Marowak doesn't really do much. I mean, the Lightning Rock could be handy for Circuitry. Actually, Circuitry is a bit of a big threat, but I don't know, I don't think it's like so necessary that I have to bring Marowak. I'm not even sure my opponent's going to lead the Circuitry, to be honest. I don't think my opponent should lead Circuitry here, since my opponent does have, I don't know, maybe Smeargle Pheromosa, or Nihilego Smeargle actually, so that works in my favor. Okay, I will gladly take that, as I will lead my Tapu Koko plus my Slowking here. And we get the electric terrain up, so my opponent can click Spore unless you switch into Tapu Bulu. Which, I don't know, I think you could fake out Sludge Bomb here, which is a viable play. I think that's a very viable play. I think I just want to go for Trick Room. Trick Room. The question is, do I just want to Volt Switch or do I just want to Hard Switch into Gastrodon? I actually think Hard Switching to Gastrodon is better. I get to keep Tapu Koko alive in case I have to prevent Smeargle from going for Spores. It can take Sludge Bombs. Like, none of these Pokemon really threaten my Gastrodon. I really hope he doesn't make the Tapu Bulu play turn 1, but it's just going to be the fake out, and that's going to go into Slowking. But I am completely okay with that, as Sludge Bomb's going to go out and target down my Gastrodon, yet doesn't really do too much. No poison, and it's a Life Orb set, so it's probably Sash on the Smeargle anyway, so we do confirm that. And Defense Rise on the Smeargle, and a Speedfall. Okay. Speedfall is kind of annoying, actually, but I still think my Gastrodon should underspeed. That should probably be Max Speed Smeargle. And I'll go for a Sludge Bomb in the Nihilego, expecting that Tapu Bulu, because I'm pretty sure you're going to Spore the Slowking and go for a... I'm pretty sure you should go for the Spore and switch into Tapu Bulu here. Yep. So Tapu Bulu is going to come out. You would have to Spore the Gastrodon slot if you want to prevent this huge damage coming out onto the Tapu Bulu. I'm pretty sure Tapu Bulu will survive this. Yeah, it's not too bad. Actually, we're going to see the Follow Me, which actually really works in my favor here because I get chip damage onto the Smeargle. Yeah, I get chip damage on that Smeargle, and I get the Trick Room up. Okay, that's actually beautiful. That's actually beautiful. I'm really surprised to see the Follow Me there when Spore was a very, very safe option for my opponent. But I will gladly take that. I will gladly take that. And gonna get an Accuracy Rise and another Speedfall. Oh, wait. Does that Speedfall matter? 160. Smeargle's 139, so it's about 140. No, it's at one. It's about at 70 speed if it's max speed, and it should be max speed. I should be able to live 1-8 with my Slowking. I'm actually just going to fire off a Surf here and protect my Gastrodon. Because I'm pretty sure it's Follow Me coming out here. Or maybe Protect Spore. I could definitely see one of those plays as well. So we're just going to see the Follow Me, which is okay. Because I do have my Rindo Berry on my Slowking. And since Surf wouldn't have knocked out the Smeargle, I want to make sure I can knock out the Smeargle with the Surf. Or force him to go for a Wild Guard. In that case, I'd be able to knock out Tapu Bulu with the Sludge Bomb. So Surf is going to come out, do a good amount to the Smeargle, and Woodhammer is going to target down my Gastrodon as anticipated. So, very nice, very nice. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to live the Woodhammer with the Slowking just because of the grassy terrain. If he gets another speed or accuracy, we could be in for a tough ride though, and that's the problem with facing Smeargle. Like, Smeargle is one of those Pokemon that you really don't want to leave on the field for a long time because it can get that Moody boost, and it's a defense. Okay. Evasion falls, which is actually really nice for me. As here, I can just go for a Surf. It hits everything in my opponent's team, as well as the Sludge Bomb. And I will gladly go for this. Follow Me, Wide Guard, no matter what. If he Wide Guards, I get the +1, and Sludge Bomb's able to knock out Tapu Bulu, or force a switch, and he's just going to follow me. So I just get to Surf plus the Sludge Bomb, and that would be the entire Smeargle and Tapu Bulu's life. So gonna go for the Surf, get rid of the Smeargle. Only way Smeargle could have survived was go for the Wide Guard, yet you leave yourself open to Gastrodon. I think maybe the play there was to Wide Guard and switch out maybe into Nihilego, which could have been safe, and try to stall out the Trick Room. Yet he had to get Tapu Bulu in when Trick Room ends, so that he can actually threaten the Gastrodon. Yet I still have my Rindo Berry, I'm still at full HP. I also have my Arcanine that's switching. So no matter what, I was feeling pretty comfortable no matter what he did. But let's see what's in the back. Nihilego, which doesn't really threaten my Pokemon too much. And if it's Pheromosa, it's probably all out Pummeling coming out. But it's Arcanine instead. I'll take that. Unless it's a random Blue Doom Arcanine, I am good. Imagine this is a Bloom Doom Arcanine. That is a Bloom Doom Arcanine. I would give everyone who is watching this video $5, but I highly doubt it. So, how many turns of Trick Room are left? We have 2 turns of Trick Room actually, so I can just fire off Surfs, and I'm actually just going to fire off the Hydro Vortex. I'm really not worried about Nihilego. I'm more worried about Arcanine because of the fact that it can have a random Bloom Doom, as the match is going to be forfeited anyway, and we will take the whole game. Of course, I think Surf plus Muddy Water would have just been able to finish the game, since I would have been a +2 Gastrodon. Surf doing that chip damage with Muddy Water, if it connected, would have been able to win, but just going for the safe victory. So, going to be able to take that first game. Very, very nice. Actually, yeah, I didn't expect my opponent to bring Xurkitree. Obviously, Xurkitree was a good Pokemon against my team, yet the fact that I had Marowak kind of made me just suspect that you're not going to bring Xurkitree, because Xurkitree, the standard moveset is Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Tail Glow, and Protect on that variant of team. So wouldn't have been able to do much to my Marowak no matter what, and his team didn't exactly like dealing with Marowak, yet I could have brought Marowak, yet I didn't think I need to. I think my opponent would have over-prepared for Marowak, obviously bring the Intimidate, bring that Nihilego, so I opted not to bring Marowak. And I brought Arcanine just as a backup in case I really need to switch into Tapu Bulu. As you can see, my team doesn't exactly have the best switch into Tapu Bulu. So, Arcanine was a nice follow-up. As we find Austin from the United States of Wisconsin with a 15-14 rating, with the team of Tapu Koko, Hariyama, Salamence, Nihilego, Gigalith, and Porygon 2. So, a bit interesting. Very Tapu Lele weak. Jeez. Like, this team is very, very weak to Tapu Lele. It doesn't like Gastrodon. Like, it really doesn't like Gastrodon, actually. As long as it's not a random grass knot on the Nihilego, I should be good. I'm like trying to figure out how I want to play this game. Tapu Koko is decent as a lead, but I'm pretty sure that might be Scarf Nihilego, because the team is pretty weak to some stuff. Although it could be a Life Orb, because Tapu Fini also gives a bit of trouble. I think I want to go Slowking, Gastrodon. I think Tapu Bulu and Marowak, because I think Tapu Bulu can actually do a lot of work if I get rid of the Nihilego. If Salamence, I'm not sure if my opponent wants to bring Salamence, to be honest. Unless it's maybe carry Tectonic Rage, I don't think it's really viable. And then there's Hariyama. But I do like Tapu Bulu just because it's able to take hits from Tapu Bulu. If it's not a Poison Jab set, and under Trick Room, Wood Hammer is just going to be a hard-hitting option. And it can help with the Parasong Saw, since Grassy Terrain is going to actually be pretty useful in this game, I feel like, for me. So let's see how this is going to go. Trying to figure out what my opponent could lead or do. I'm thinking it might be Acid Spray, Scarf Nihilego plus Tapu Koko. It's actually going to be a Nihilego plus Hariyama lead. Okay. Don't be a random Grass Knot set. That's like the only thing I'm begging. That's the only thing I'm begging for. I wonder if this is the best Hariyama. Yeah, the only thing that really takes advantage of Trick Room is, of course, the Gigalith, and a Muddy Water is going to do a decent amount of damage no matter what. We're going to see the Fake Out into Slowking. Don't be Grass Knot. I had to jinx it. I should scout it. Does that KO? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's actually pretty good for me, because I will get a Muddy Water off. Okay, I love how I jinxed it and I know it, and then I don't exactly make the best play for it. Is this Flame Orb? Yeah, that's Flame Orb. Okay. Okay, now I could set up Trick Room, yet my opponent, I think, if you're my opponent, you should double out Nihilego into Gigalith if you have it, because Gigalith, I think Gigalith would be a good Pokemon to bring here. I think I'm just going to fire off a Surf and go out to Tapu Bulu, expecting a close combat maybe. And if he goes for Grass Knot, that's fine. That really doesn't do much to Slowking. Well, it does with the Grassy Terrain, yet I still have the Rindo Berry, so I'm pretty good. And then Knockoff won't hurt as much. I'm trying to think about how do I want to play this. I want to get Gastrodon healthy, but I would have to Trick Room and hope that Gigalith's on the back, or I would have to start healing with the Grassy Terrain. So, no switch outs for my opponent. I wonder if you just Grass Knot, maybe Grass Knot the Gastrodon again? Well, I'll bring out Tapu Bulu. You have to be Scarf. There's no way you carry Grass Knot, and you're not. Okay, targets down my Slowking, which is a fair play. Which, yeah, that didn't do much at all. And Knockoff shouldn't be able to pick up the KO. Oh, no. Okay, wait. That's Slowking. Okay. I was just about to say, did you go for the Poison Jab in the slot? But I didn't think he would. Like, the only time he would go for the Poison Jab would be onto that Slowking slot. Surf does a very, very nice amount to that Hariyama. And I should put Hariyama in range of the Wood Hammer. So, the only problem is my water types are very low on HP. Like, they are very low on HP. I'm going to have to be very careful. I will be able to knock out Hariyama with a Wood Hammer, which is the good part. I could sub up, yeah, that doesn't really make much sense here. I will go out into Marowak, and I will just go for the Wood Hammer into the Hariyama. Wish I had Regenerator on the set, like Oblivious hasn't done much. I don't think most people will taunt a Slowking, expecting the Oblivious, but I just want to play it safe. Yet Regenerator would actually be very, very helpful here. But I'll go into Marowak as Nihilego switches out, goes into Salamence, but should not be able to survive the Wood Hammer with the Hariyama. So no matter what, I anticipate this sort of. I should have went for Trick Room, I guess. I should have went for Trick Room. Marowak will come out. And this Wood Hammer should pick up the knockout. Hariyama doesn't exactly have the best physical defense in the world. And this is Grassy Terrain boosted. Yep. Hariyama goes down. And now the problem is all my Pokemon are weakened. I guess the question is what kind of Salamence this is. If it's Dragon Dance, I'm pretty sure it's Tectonic Race Dragon Dance, maybe. Could be special. Nihilego's gonna come out. I doubt it's Supersonic Sky Strike. A Power Drum doesn't knock out Marowak at full. I think I'm just gonna Shadow Bone the Nihilego. And I'm gonna go out to Gastrodon, since Gastrodon should live one attack. Gastrodon should live one attack from this Nihilego. So, I withdraw in a Gastrodon. Sludge Bomb is going to go into that Gastrodon slot, and I should survive. Yeah. No poison. That's not good. That's not what I wanted. Is that Tectonic Rage? Hydro Vortex. Oh! Oh! That is beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. If he didn't get the poison, this would be the greatest feeling in the world. But having the poison means now I can't throw away the Hydro Pumps. Great. Shadow Bone's gonna go out into Nihilego, so Nihilego goes down. The Grassy Terrain is gonna heal my Gastrodon, but it's not gonna heal it enough to where it can survive poison. Yeah. So a bit unfortunate there, but okay. Since Hydro Vortex means Hydro Pump, as it's the only water type move that Salamence can get in this generation of VGC, it should be all special. Okay. I'll bring out my Tapu Bulu because... Okay, it's Tapu Koko in the back. Okay, that's interesting. So I bring out Tapu Bulu here. This is going to be an interesting endgame, that's for sure. If I got Trick Room up that one turn, it would have been a great feeling. Okay. Maybe if I can Parasong, I can win. The problem is Dazzling Gleam plus Flamethrower will probably knock out my Tapu Bulu. This is hard. He has to go for Gleam or Protect here. I think I'm going to Parasong, risk it, and I guess I have to hope that Hydro Pump misses. I'm going to Horn Leech. Or he just protects. Okay, so Marowak should be able to survive Hydro Pump, and that would be game. Okay. I had to really risk something. Oh, he goes for Flamethrower instead. I will definitely be able to survive that. And if he crits me... Okay, good. Get that berry up. I don't know what berry this is, actually. It's Figgy. Okay. Horn Leech into the Tapu Koko slot, and Parasong. So yeah, he had to double up there. Parasong was always the play. I guess the question would be if I could survive a Dazzling Gleam with my Slowking. I think that would have been the question. Okay, but now that Parasong is up, I do win the game. I just double protect here. Next turn, I can switch out Marowak into Slowking and sub, and then if he KOs both my Pokemon, I can just protect from Marowak, and that would be a good game. And even if Marowak had to stay on the field, or Tapu Bulu had to stay on the field for all 3 turns, they would faint last because Tapu Koko plus Salamence are faster. So let's see, does my opponent have anything? Dazzling Gleam is going to come out. I wonder if you're Life Orb, or I wonder if you're just a stand set. I would assume Life Orb. Hydro Pump's going to come out. I just didn't know how much Hydro Pump does to Marowak. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, Hydro Pump is a powerful move, but Salamence isn't exactly as strong as special attacker, as well as I do have some special defense investments, so I feel like I might have been able to live the combination with just barely a shred. But I'll just go into Slowking here. Yeah, Slowking, I don't think you would live the Dazzling Gleam. I'll just sub up here in case my opponent doesn't knock out Tapu Bulu. Like, no matter what, I have this end game. I had to bank on the only chance of me winning, really, was hoping that Marowak was able to survive one hit and get that Parasong up. That was the one hope I had. Let's see. Really surprised my opponent just went for Dazzling Gleam Flamethrower, though, because he would have been able to knock out the Tapu Bulu. Maybe worried that the Dazzling Gleam would have triggered a berry, but I don't think it would have, to be honest. As we stack Slowking here, goes for the Thunderbolt. Very, very solid play, yet doesn't really matter too much in this endgame. Oh, wow, it's not Life Orb. Yeah, I don't think Dazzling Gleam plus Hydro Pump would have picked up the knockout. I really doubt it would, to be honest. Because I will get a sub up, but Marowak just wins the game anyway. Also, this Tapu Bulu wins the game. No matter what, I just win the game. There's nothing my opponent can do. And this is why Parasong is so good in late games. And that's why I kind of like this team. Parasong can be really huge for these end games with bulky teams. Like, you just wear down your opponent's Pokemon, pick up 2 knockouts, have your Pokemon decently healthy and alive because of the fact you have grassy terrain and stuff, and then you can Parasong for the late game. So I will just double protect here, and I will win this game. There's absolutely nothing my opponent can do. And I mean nothing. So the biggest turn, I think, was him going for the Hydro Vortex, and I was able to get the Gastrodon switch in, which was huge because I was not expecting Hydro Vortex. I was expecting Tectonic Rage. It would have actually been a game changer if he actually saved that Hydro Vortex. It would have been a game changer if he saved that Hydro Vortex, KO'd my Gastrodon first. But yep, this will be a good game to my opponent as Parasong for the win. Let's go. Tapu Koko, Salamence, and Tapu Bulu. And Marowak, the lone champion, pulling the team through on its back, will end up this game. So, nice second game. Let's see. I guess still one turn I just didn't capitalize on was thinking he would bring Gigalith. Like, I thought Gigalith might have been a decent option since I had double fire type, and Tapu Koko. Yet it didn't really make much sense when I've Slowking, Gastrodon, and Tapu Bulu. So maybe I shouldn't have always expected Gigalith in the back. Yet I definitely thought it was a potential possibility. I actually was surprised that my opponent had Tapu Koko as the last Pokemon, since I did have Marowak and Tapu Bulu. But we will be taking 2 games. We'll go for 1 more. And yeah, so I don't know if I don't know how many of you watch Smash, like Smash 4, Wii U, or Melee, but if you weren't watching Evo, those games were great. Watching them, so much stuff, like the fact that it was shown for hundreds of thousands of people is insane. The fact it was on ESPN and Disney XD, as well as having over 100,000 alone on Twitch, is just incredible. Melee, the sets were awesome. I did get to catch a few, especially the finals, and that 10 games of finals between Salem and Zero. Oh man, if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend go checking it out. But anyway, we have our last opponent, Carlos, I believe was positive, with, okay, Pelipper, okay, this is an interesting team. Pelipper, Poliwrath, Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Celesteela, and Marowak. So, what's very, very solid for me is, okay, there are 2 things that are bothering me. One is the fact that there's a Poliwrath over Golduck, and 2, I think it's the Marowak. The Marowak's going to be probably the most threatening thing from my opponent's side. I lead Slowking Marowak, I think. I have Gastrodon. Do I have Tapu Koko? Yeah, I think I have Tapu Koko in the back, because I don't have a really effective way to deal with Celesteela. Other than Marowak, yep, Marowak's going to be in the rain. I do have Parasong as an endgame, but I can't exactly rely on it. Would have liked Tapu Bulu, I think, because it does weaken the potential Scarf Earthquakes from the Garchomp, or maybe AV. I wonder what kind of moveset that Poliwrath is carrying. I'm guessing it's Fighting Z, but I don't know what move Poliwrath gets to exactly abuse that. Focus Blast, if it's special. I know it gets Belly Drum, so... But I don't know if it gets a strong fighting type move, to be honest. I really don't know. Alright, Marowak, Garchomp. That's not good. That's not a good lead for me. Ooh, this is not looking good. I can't tell. 1642. Wow, this guy's high rated. Did not expect my opponent to lead Garchomp. I'm in trouble. I think I go for Trick Room here. Okay, the way he beats my Slowking, he has to double it up. So I'm actually going to Shadow Bone plus Trick Room. Because if Marowak goes down, that's okay. Rock Slide. Okay. I guess you get to chip damage on Slowking you need. Oh, we're faster. Nice. This is actually where speed creeping Marowak comes through. If we can get the Trick Room off, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. But Slowking says no. It's just yawning. It's just slacking off. Slacker. Actually, that's what I should name my Slowking from now on. I'm just going to name my Slowking Slacker from now on. Pelipper's going to come out. Do I really need my... Do I need my Marowak? Not really. Could be helpful for Parasong late game. Yeah, Trick Room's looking like a good option. I should live one Tectonic Rage with Slowking, and I can get a Shadow Bone off and pick up a knockout on Garchomp. Well, not pick up a knockout, but get the chip damage I need. He's locked in the Rock Slide. I'm guessing that's Scarf or AV, but I'm pretty sure you would go for Earthquake at that rate. Or maybe you're just going for, yep, Hurricane Rock Slide. Hope you get the confusion. Marowak Flame Chip. Come on, game. Come on. That's very, very annoying. That's frustrating. But I'm gonna go into my alright, I'm gonna go into my Gastrodon. Like, that has to be Scarf Garchomp. Like, I don't see a reason why you keep clicking Rock Slide when Tectonic Rage could just finish it off there. Maybe even Earthquake. Slowking avoids, but it's going to die to Hurricane. And I will just save my... I'll just save my Marowak just in case for fodder. So, I get to go into Tapu Koko here. I mean, if you Scarf, that's okay. I get to go into Tapu Koko here. And I get to click Volt Switch. I just get to click Volt Switch. I could Thunderbolt the Garchomp slot potentially, because I'm pretty sure Celesteela or something's in the back. And but I'll just Volt Switch in Muddy Water because I'll guarantee the knockout on Pelipper. And Pelipper is like a very scary Pokemon. The Hurricanes would do a lot of damage, so the reason why I want to Volt Switch here is for that Pelipper. And getting that guaranteed knockout would be great. Ah man, if we got the Trick Room up, we could have just surfed and won the game instantly. Because my opponent has no way to stop Trick Room. Once I'm in Trick Room, I lay sweep. As we're gonna see the Garchomp withdraw into Poliwrath. I want to Thunderbolt that slot, but I need to get rid of Pelipper too. So get the Volt Switch off. That is Focus Sash. I was just about to say that. Is that non-Sash Pelipper? So I will withdraw my thing. Go on to Marowak here. Just to sack it off. Because if I get rid of Pelipper, he can't spam Scarf Earthquake, which is like what I'm thinking. Hurricane into... Yep. Ah! Why did you have to confuse Gastrodon right now? Okay, we connect the Muddy Water though. That's not too bad. And I get the accuracy drop on the Poliwrath too, so this could be something. The problem is I can be swept by Scarf Earthquake if I hit myself once. I need Gastrodon to pull through and not get... Okay. Okay. There is obviously ways to win this. I need to Shadow Bone the Garchomp, sack Marowak here, and I need to get a Protect off. If I don't get the Protect, I think that's game over. Okay. Gastrodon pulling it through. Because you should... Oh, wow. He's actually faster than his Poliwrath. That was not what I was anticipating. Okay, so he's faster than Poliwrath. Marowak goes down. This should be Z move. Yeah. Fighting Z, I'm guessing. I think it's... No, I think I'm still good with my plan. Because he's going to go for his all-out pummeling. It depends. Can Gastrodon live the Earthquake after? That's a huge part. I don't think it can. No, I don't think it can. I don't have much investment. I think I need a crit Dazzling Gleam. Okay. We get Coco in. Yeah, I need a crit Dazzling Gleam on the Garchomp. Yeah, I legit need the crit. So I have a Dazzling Gleam right here and go for the Hydro Vortex into Garchomp. I'm actually surprised, but then again, Poliwrath's not that fast. Poliwrath's gonna protect. It all comes down to, do I get the crit or not, or if Gastrodon miraculously survives somehow. Because I will live one Earthquake with my Tapu Koko. I need a crit. I need a crit. Come on, you flinched me 3 times. Give me a crit. Alright. Dazzling Gleam. No. And that will be the game. So, unfortunate yet. That's Pokemon. What can you do? I don't think I played this one badly at all. I don't think I played this badly at all. Maybe turn 1 was a bit risky, but I feel like it was my most optimal play for how this game could have been in my favor. Because, like, Garchomp plus Marowak was huge threatening. Oh, and IDC. That makes it look like a rage quit, but whatever. Okay, so turn 1 was a bit scary because of the fact I had to deal with Marowak speed types, but not many people do run fast Marowak nowadays, so I felt like I was fine with risking the speed tie. And then, if I got Trick 'em Up that one turn, I think that would have actually just sealed it up. If I got Trick 'em Up either turn 1 or turn 2 when Slowking flinched, if I got a bit of the... If I got the Shadow Bone chip damage 2 onto Garchomp. So basically, if any of those 3 flinches didn't happen, I had the game. So that's a bit unfortunate. But I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. It shows your support. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it for me. You can check out the team down below if you want to try out the Pace Spin as well as the previous episodes. Otherwise, yeah, 2-1 in today's episode. Hope to do better in the next one. See you around in another video.